Territorial Cup, a prized possession for both the Cats and the Devils, but only one gets to take this rivalry hardware home, and it's time to find out if we'll bear down or forks up. Welcome, everyone, to Tucson, Arizona, and the stadium where they bear down for the Arizona Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Arizona State's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. The Sun Devils' Territorial Cup runneth over with a big win the last time they faced the Cats.
It was all Sparky, and man, that was a spanking. Arizona State gave it to Arizona.
Yeah, I mean, they put it on. And in these rivalry games, man, you do not forget that. It's talked about, it's bragged about, and you want to come out and make a point and change that history.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
First quarter, first drive, first strike delivered, and it's the defense that comes up with the big play. Talking to the defensive coordinator, he felt really good about his pass defense, and he wasn't lying. Interception on the first drive, great possession.
Great place to start for this offense. Here's the handoff. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. The first time the Sun Devils and the Wildcats met, Arizona wasn't even a state yet. It was 1899.
Reese Davis, a college football aficionado and a history buff, too. Great history between these two schools, David.
Yeah, and it goes back obviously that long. So many classes, so much hatred. It's beautiful when rivalries really matter, and it matters to the people in Arizona.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking for a man. It's Fox. He's got him in the flat. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll go to the ground. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they move the ball 37 yards on the drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Going right to work up top. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Just going to keep it after the snap. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defense's speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
Yeah, and everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run.
Pulls it in on the right.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They'll give it to the back. Can't get him to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
He's got his man. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Wants to throw. It's Dyer. Touchdown, Wildcats! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, the quarterback had the matchup he wanted. His big tight end with that wingspan working against that defender in the end zone. Man, that QB will take that matchup all day.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Notre Dame went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Irish always get everyone's best punch, but today they took that punch and delivered a knockout of their own. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. With the catch, it's Johnson. Reaches into the bag of moves and finds his way up to the 31.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Wants to go up top. Fires on the move. He's got it. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. First down here for the offense. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Give to Brown. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Sun Devils are marching down the field. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. To the air, it's Tollefson. Now improvising. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Here's the heat. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
That getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Now on the move. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
This defense has them them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Swings it out to the flat. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. They'll run it from the gun. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Tight end now in motion. The give on the counter. Breaks into the open. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Finds the tight end. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Now on 2nd down. Send the tight end in motion. Running behind that left side. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. 8th play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. Fires to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Wildcats with the 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Webster. Hauls it in. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Got his man out of the backfield. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
It'll be a draw.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script, almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Richardson. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Wildcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Off the play fake on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. He makes a grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. On 1st and goal, let's see what Arizona does. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll take it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Makes the grab on the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to pass, it's Tollefson. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quickly to the tight end. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
He'll try to do it himself. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Sun Devils will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, all the tradition, all of the bad blood between these programs, it's all kind of come to a boil today in a spirited first half in the fight for the Territorial Cup. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Arizona and Arizona State plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. He'll start this third quarter with a run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff...
Turning it on! Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll power it inside with the fullback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. They'll move the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Arizona runs out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Takes a handoff and he's going right. Fighting off the defender. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Looking deep. Makes the grab at the 30. Off to the races. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They almost took that thing end to end, but now they have to finish the drive with a score. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. The give to the fullback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now the play fake. With the catch, it's Smith. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. The field goal is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is... When you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Sticks it in his belly. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Here we go.
Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on third down. Quarterback making adjustments. Off play action. Got a man. It's Stewart. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
Smith takes the handoff. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Arizona right back to the line. Back to throw. It's Webster. Fires to the right. And they can't make the play on third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field.
29 Philly.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle. It's Lockwood. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Back to pass on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
This has got to be frustrating if you're the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man downfield. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got the quick pass. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds a man on the right. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Brown has it. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. To throw, it's Tollefson. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got room on the return. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, defense comes up with a play like that. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Snagged out of the air. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep it.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Give to the big fullback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Motion from the wideout. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Finds his man. It's Johnson. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going. Keep our
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Man, I love being an edge player late in the ball game. You got the lead. You know it's a pass. They got to throw the football to get back in it. Flying off the edge. They can't block him. They can't stop him, and he gets the sack.
Got the big tight end on the corner route. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
This guy is such a weapon for this offense, especially down in the red area. Because of his speed and his size, he's a nice target right there on the post. You see him. It's just really hard to box him out and prevent him from catching the football. Good decision by the QB, and it results in a touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Fires to the big fella. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll get rid of it. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. He'll keep it himself. The offense coughs it up. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
The corner route is a very difficult route to cover. It's difficult because the receiver pushes up the field, so it looks like a deep route and then breaks really quickly to the sideline.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get any kind of rhythm. We got to change something up here. We got to do something different because right now it's just a sack play.
And the Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. I mean, you better bring your big boy pads if you're going to play in this one.
Big boy pads, big boy helmet, big boy underwear. You better bring it all with you because these are two great teams. We talked about it all week. Mirror images, going at it. Who's going to make the plays late to take this over the top?
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. This is what you dream of, isn't it? Waning seconds, football in your hands, a chance to etch your name in this moment in the rich history of this rivalry. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after he's taking the shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Who could ask for anything more? Coming down the gut of the game, and maybe one of those moments that will be etched in the annals of this rivalry forever. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. To the air, it's Tollefson. Rushes on him. Gets rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. On the move at the 30. Just like that, a huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. With the run on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Oh, the unthinkable has happened for this offense. They're into the end zone. It's a touchdown for the D.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game, and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's third and goal from the 6. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Iowa stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Iowa City. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. To the air, it's Webster. Throws for the tight end. Finds his man, it's Lockwood. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold.
He's going to let it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the fourth, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. So the offense will have at least one more shot at this after the pass interference penalty gives them an untimed down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Of course, the game can't end on a defensive penalty, so we play on here with at least one more untimed down.
Let's go. Break. Single, single. Let's go.
Back to throw, it's Dyer. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes the grab on the left side. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game. So the latest edition of the Duel in the Desert in the books, and Arizona State will take home college football's oldest rivalry trophy. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.